4-day investment summit ends. New prospects of business and investment likely to open up. Chief of Pakistan's renowned Engro Holdings called on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus. Interest shown for more investment on telecommunications and energy sectors. Last day of the summit, multiple MOUs signed with foreign organizations for investment in various sectors including health. Arrest warrant issued against 18 individuals including Sheikh Hasina and Saima Wazid Putul in Purbachal plot corruption case. International Crimes Tribunal sends letter to police headquarters to issue red notice of Interpol against 10 accused absconding in foreign countries including Obaidul Qadir and Asaduzzaman Kamal. SSC and equivalent examinations begin. Education advisor urges all to refrain from rumor of question leakage. BNP holds solidarity rally for Palestinians and meeting protesting Israeli aggression in Gaza and Rafah. President Trump postponed the decision of new tariff imposition on various countries for 3 months. 125% tariff on China to continue. And Bangladesh defeat Thailand with a big margin of 178 runs in the qualifying match of ICC Women ODI World Cup Cricket. Assalamu alaikum, this is Sabah Sakti Arshi welcoming you to News at 10. You have just heard the headlines, now into the details. The just concluded investment summit will open up new horizon in business and investment sectors. Head of Business Development of BIDA, Nahian Rahman, said this at a press conference at local hotel on the concluding day of the business summit today. Nahian Rahman hoped the investment would be geared up in the coming days through communicating with the investors. The BIDA head of business development further said that registration process for the new investment has been completed in the shortest possible time, avoiding complexities. The government will take up all necessary measures to create investment-friendly atmosphere, he added. BIDA executive member Shah Mohammad Mahbub and Chief Advisor's Deputy Press Secretary Azad Mujumdar were present. CEO of Engro Holdings of Pakistan Abdul Samad Dawood called on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House Jamuna today to discuss investment opportunities in Bangladesh. During the meeting, the Engro CEO expressed a strong interest in expanding the company's footprint in Bangladesh, particularly in telecommunications and energy sectors. Welcoming the interest, Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus emphasized the importance of sustainable and forward-looking collaboration. Abdul Samad Dawood, who came to join the Bangladesh Investment Summit, praised the 4-day-long conference, which was hosted by the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, BIDA. Professor Yunus encouraged Engro's leadership to visit Bangladesh again and see the scope for collaboration across sectors. Chief Advisor's Special Envoy for International Affairs Lutfi Siddiqui, SDG Coordinator Lamia Morshid and Principal Secretary Shirajuddin Shathi were also present at the meeting. A storm of MOUs were signed on the final day of the investment summit today. A US-based company is all set to build water purification plants across Dhaka and other cities of Bangladesh. In one of the most promising collaborations, US-based Questwater Global signed a memorandum of understanding with the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, BIDA. WASA officials were present. Besides, multiple companies from the United Arab Emirates have signed MOUs to invest hundreds of millions of dollars in the country's health sector, including setting up a new cancer hospital. A tripartite MOU has been signed between the Entrepreneurs Group, Beacon Pharmaceuticals plc and Hassan Mohin Chartered Accountants. Together, they're planning to pump in over $100 million to build a cancer hospital and boost overall healthcare facilities. The Entrepreneurs Group and Universal Medical College Hospital also joined hands by signing another MOU for future investment. JPG Investments, another UAE-based group, stepping into the arena with their own MOU to support Bangladesh's blooming health sector. BIDA coordinated this MOU. Dutch-based company Seed NL signed an MOU with the Bangladesh Seed Association to invest in seed management and agricultural growth across the country. Four-day International Investment Summit concluded in the capital today. Various important sessions were held throughout the day at the end of the historic meet. Digital economy, textile and apparel sectors got prominence in these sessions participated by entrepreneurs from home and abroad, investors, policymakers and analysts. Speakers of the concluding day of the summit informed that Bangladesh has already created digital economy worth $3.5 billion. Policy changes are needed to upgrade this to international standard and make this business friendly. They also laid emphasis on taking various measures to ensure development of Bangladesh's textile sector and guarantee congenial atmosphere in workplaces. Besides preparing for the fourth revolution, this year's investment summit has created ample opportunity in ICT and its sectors which have taken the new Bangladesh one step ahead. Chief Advisor's Special Assistant on Post, Telecommunication and Information Technology, Faiz Ahmed Tayyib, presented the keynote paper on digital economy in the eye of policymakers. Meanwhile, addressing the session on textiles and garments, Korean EPZ founder Ki Hak-sung said that Bangladesh is ready to be upgraded to #1 position through appropriate strategy and reform. Bangladesh at present kept its position as second largest garments exporting country as a single country. He said, adding Bangladesh needs to adopt more technology to grab the top position. Concerned entrepreneurs, including BGMEA Administrator and Vice Chairman of Export Promotion Bureau, Anwar Hussain, spoke at the program. A senior leader of Jamaat-e-Islami has described Professor Mohammad Yunus's speech at the Investment Summit as a milestone in transforming the socio-economic landscape of Bangladesh. Central Executive Council member of Jamaat-e-Islami Mohammad Mubarak Hussain made the remarks during a press briefing following the party's participation in the summit today. Mubarak Hussain emphasized that Bangladesh has successfully fostered a business-friendly environment. He stated with optimism that if this momentum is sustained, Bangladesh has the potential to rank among the world's top 20 economies. Highlighting the party's economic outlook, Mubarak Hussain also revealed that many Jamaat-affiliated entrepreneurs have expressed keen interest in investing in the technology sector, a sign of shifting focus towards innovation and future-forward industries. Principal Coordinator of National Citizen Party, NCP, Nasiruddin Potwari, has said Bangladesh will turn into an investment heaven in future. He stated that foreign investor will extend all kinds of cooperation if NCP comes to power. Nasiruddin Potwari said this at a news conference today after a meeting with investors attending the Bangladesh Investment Summit. He said meeting with investors have already convened to determine the possible sectors in investment. The NCP Principal Coordinator also informed that Bangladesh's Vision 2035 was highlighted to the investors. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has thanked U.S. President Donald Trump for granting a 90-day pause on the reciprocal tariffs announced earlier this week. In a post on X last night, Professor Mohammad Yunus thanked U.S. President Donald Trump for responding positively to Bangladesh's request for 90-day pause on tariffs. Chief Advisor said Bangladesh will continue to work with Trump administration in support of their trade agenda. On April 7, Professor Yunus sent a letter to Donald Trump requesting him to postpone the application of a 37% tariff on Bangladeshi products in the U.S. market. The prosecution of the International Crimes Tribunal has requested Interpol to issue red notices against 10 accused individuals, including 8 fugitive former ministers and state ministers in connection with crimes against humanity. Chief Prosecutor Tajul Islam confirmed the matter today while talking to journalists. The accused are former Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir, former Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal, former Foreign Minister Hassan Mahmood, former Liberation War Affairs Minister AKM Mozammel Haq, former Textile and Jute Minister Jahangir Kobir Nonok, former Education Minister Mohibul Hassan Chowdhury Nofel, former State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Muhammad Ali Arafat, former State Minister for Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Nasrul Hamid Bipu, former Mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation Sheikh Fazle Nur Taposh and Tariq Siddiqui, former Defense Advisor to ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Tajul Islam said that a total of 339 complaints related to genocide and enforced disappearances have been received by the tribunal so far. Of these, investigations are ongoing into 39 complaints and 22 cases have been filed. There are 141 accused in these cases. Among them, 54 have been arrested while 87 remain fugitive, he added. Tajul Islam also mentioned that to ease the judicial process, several amendments to the Tribunal Act may be introduced next week. A court in Dhaka today issued arrest warrant against 18 people, including ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her daughter Saima Wazid, in a case lodged over taking 10 kata plot through fraud in Rajdhani Unnayan Kortripokho Raju Purbachal New Town project. Dhaka Metropolitan Senior Special Judge Mohammad Zakir Hussain Ghalib passed the order, accepting formal charge filed in the case. The court also set May 4 for submitting probe report in the case, ACC Public Prosecutor Mir Ahmed Salam said. Anti-Corruption Commission filed the case on January 12, 2025 against 16 people, including ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and Saima Wazid Putul, and submitted the charge sheet on March 10, adding names of 2 more accused, bringing the total number of accused to 18. The other accused in the case are Ministry of Housing and Public Works Administrative Officer Muhammad Saiful Islam Shorkar, Senior Assistant Secretary Purobi Goldar, Additional Secretary Qazi Wasi Uddin, Secretary Muhammad Shahidullah Khondokar, former Rajuk Chairman's Personal Assistant Muhammad Anisur Rahman Mia, former Rajuk Member Muhammad Khurshid Alum, Kobir Al-Asad, Tonmay Das, Muhammad Nasiruddin, Major Retired Samsuddin Ahmed Chaudhry, Muhammad Nurul Islam, Sheikh Shahinur Islam, Muhammad Hafizur Rahman, Habibur Rahman, then Prime Minister's Personal Secretary 1, Muhammad Salauddin, and former State Minister Sharif Ahmed. SSC and equivalent examinations have begun across the country. This year, nearly 20 lakh students are participating in the SSC and equivalent examinations under 11 education boards. The first day's exam was held from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Education advisor C.R. Abrar visited the examination center at Motijil Central Governmental School. He told the reporters that technological measures have been strengthened to prevent question paper leaks. A total of 19,28,181 students are taking part in this year's SSC and equivalent examinations under all education boards across the country. Among them, 14,90,142 candidates are appearing under the 9 general education boards. This includes 7,01,538 male and 7,88,604 female students. A total of 2,291 examination centers and 18,084 institutions are involved in conducting the exams under these boards. Under the Madrasa Education Board, 2,94,726 students are sitting for the Dakhil examinations. Of them, 1,50,893 are male and 1,43,833 are female candidates. The board has set up 725 exam centers across 9,063 institutions. Meanwhile, under the Bangladesh Technical Education Board, 1,43,313 students are taking part in the examinations. This includes 1,08,385 male and 34,928 female candidates. Commerce advisor Sheikh Bashiruddin said that Bangladesh's trade will not be affected by India's cancellation of the transshipment facility. He came up with the assertion today while briefing journalists after an interministerial meeting at the Secretariat. The commerce advisor said that the process of exporting to Nepal and Bhutan will not be affected by the Indian government's decision to cancel transshipment. Mentioning that the government is making every effort to maintain overall trade normalcy, including ready-made garment exports. He also highlighted the importance of enhancing commercial capacity under domestic management to overcome any potential challenges. Now, international news. Trump's announcement came less than 24 hours after steep new tariffs kicked in on imports from dozens of trading partners. The new trade barriers have hammered markets, raised the odds of recession, and prompted retaliatory responses from China and the European Union. Trump said he would raise the tariff on Chinese imports to 125% from the 104% level that took effect at midnight, further escalating a high-stakes confrontation between the world's two largest economies. Trump said he would at the same time suspend targeted tariffs on other countries for 90 days to allow the time for U.S. officials to negotiate with countries that have sought to reduce them. A 10% blanket duty on almost all U.S. imports will remain in place, the White House said. The announcement also does not appear to affect duties on autos, steel and aluminum that are already in place. U.S. stock indexes shot higher on the news, with the benchmark S&P 500 up more than 6%. Bond yields came off earlier highs, and the dollar rebounded against safe haven currencies. Meanwhile, Trump's decision came less than 24 hours after the latest round of tariffs had come into force, hitting key trade partners such as Vietnam, which saw its imports facing a new levy of 46%. The duties, which the president had announced last week, were higher and more far-reaching than many on Wall Street had anticipated. America's neighbors, Canada and Mexico, will still face the same tariffs that were imposed on them. The United States issued fresh sanctions on Iran on Wednesday, the Treasury Department said, 2 days after President Donald Trump announced the U.S. planned direct talks with Tehran over its nuclear program. The department designated 5 entities and 1 person based in Iran for their support of Iran's nuclear program, Treasury said in a statement, with the aim of denying Iran a nuclear weapon. The designated groups include the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran and its subordinate, the Iran Centrifuge Technology Company, Treasury said. The action comes after Trump made a surprise announcement on Monday that the United States and Iran were poised to begin direct talks on Tehran's nuclear program. But Iran's foreign minister said the discussions in Oman would be indirect. In a further sign of the difficult path to any deal between the two geopolitical foes, Trump issued a stark warning that if the talks were unsuccessful, Iran is going to be in great danger. France plans to recognize a Palestinian state within months and could make the move at a UN conference in New York in June on settling the Israel-Palestinian conflict. President Emmanuel Macron said this in an interview broadcast Wednesday. France has long championed a two-state solution to the Israel-Palestinian conflict, including after the October 7, 2023 attack by Palestinian militants Hamas on Israel. But formal recognition by Paris of a Palestinian state would mark a major policy switch and risk antagonizing Israel, which insists such moves by foreign states are premature. Nearly 150 countries recognize a Palestinian state. In May 2024, Ireland, Norway and Spain announced recognition, followed by Slovenia in June, in moves partly fueled by condemnation of Israel's bombing of Gaza. BNP held meeting and rally in the capital today, protesting barbaric attack on Israeli forces and genocide in Gaza. Dhaka North and South City BNP began the program from Noyapolton's central office. Before the rally, party standing committee member Mirza Abbas and whatever happening in Palestine said whatever happening in Palestine is only destruction but also a conspiracy to eliminate the Muslims. BNP leaders Salahuddin Ahmed and Gaishwar Chandra Roy said that the Palestinians are alien in their land. They called upon the Muslim countries to remain united to stand by the Palestinians. Later, BNP leaders and activists participated in the rally, carried placard, Palestinian flag and black banner. They chanted slogans saying United Nations must reply as to why Palestinians are attacked. Began from Noyapolton, the rally went round Shantinagar, Mochak, Bangla Motor, Mog Bazar and end at Karan Bazar. Now weather. Met Office and its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow said rain or thunder showers with lightning flashes and temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at a few places over Dhaka, Rangpur, Rajshahi, Moimansingh and Sylhet divisions and at one or two places over Chattogram, Khulna and Borishal divisions. Day temperature may fall slightly and night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country. Country's highest temperature was recorded today at Sitakund, 37.5 degrees Celsius, and capital Dhaka's highest temperature was 35.8 degrees Celsius. Now news on sports. Captain Nigar Sultana Jyoti's century and 5-wicket hauls by Janatul Firdaus and Fahima Khatun helped Bangladesh women's cricket team to create history with their biggest ever ODI win today. The Tigers defeated Thailand by 178 runs in their opening match of the ICC Women's ODI World Cup qualifiers in Lahore. Thailand won the toss and sent Bangladesh to bat first at Lahore Cricket Association ground. Bangladesh scored 271 runs of 3 wickets in the stipulated 50 overs. Nigar Sultana Jyoti scored her first ODI century, that is also the fastest ODI century for the country. Jyoti, who slammed 101 runs, completed her half century in 45 balls and ran to the century mark in just 78 balls, hitting 15 fours and 1 6. Not only this, 271 runs is the highest team total of Bangladesh in women's ODI cricket. Previously, 252 runs for the loss of 4 wickets against Ireland in Mirpur was the highest for the Tigresses. Later, Janatul Firdaus and Fahima Khatun spit fire as Thailand were bowled out on a paltry 93 in 28 overs, 5 balls. Janatul Firdaus' 5 wickets for only 7 runs proved she appeared unplayable for the Thai batters. Fahima conceded 21 runs for her fifer. Bangladesh's next challenge comes against Ireland in a day-night clash on Sunday, 13 April, at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Ghazi Group cricketers, legends of Rupganj and Dhanmondi Sports Club, have won in the Dhaka Premier Division Cricket League today. Ghazi Group cricketers beat Partek Sporting Club by 170 runs at BKSP Ground 3. Ghazi Group has confirmed the Super League. Batting first, Ghazi Group cricketers scored 302 runs for 7 wickets in 50 overs. In reply, Partek Sporting Club managed to score 132 runs in 31 overs and 5 balls. Legends of Rupganj beat Brothers Union by 10 runs in the Duckworth-Lewis method at the Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium in Mirpur. Legends of Rupganj have confirmed to play in the Super League with this win. Batting first, Legends of Rupganj scored 277 runs for 9 wickets in 50 overs. In reply, Brothers Union scored 260 runs for 9 wickets in 48 overs for 4 balls and rain stopped the match. As a result, Legends of Rupganj was declared the winner by 10 runs in the Duckworth-Lewis method. Dhanmondi Sports Club beat Rupganj Tigers Cricket Club by 5 wickets at BKSP Ground 4. Although the team won, Dhanmondi did not open the way to the Super League. Batting first, Rupganj Tigers scored 280 runs for 7 wickets in 50 overs. In reply, Dhanmondi Sports Club scored 284 runs for 5 wickets in 47 overs, 1 ball. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. 4-day investment summit ends. New prospects of business and investment likely to open up. Chief of Pakistan's renowned Angro Holdings called on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus. Interest shown for more investment on telecommunications and energy sectors. Last day of the summit, multiple MOUs signed with foreign organizations for investment in various sectors, including health. Arrest warrant issued against 18 individuals, including Sheikh Hasina and Saima Wazid Putul, in Purbachol plot corruption case. International Crimes Tribunal sends letter to police headquarters to issue red notice of Interpol against 10 accused absconding in foreign countries, including Obaidul Qadir and Asaduzzaman Kamal. SSC and equivalent examinations begin. Education advisor urges all to refrain from rumor of question leakage. BNP holds solidarity rally for Palestinians and meeting protesting Israeli aggression in Gaza and Rafah. President Trump postponed the decision of new tariff imposition on various countries for 3 months. 125% tariff on China to continue. And Bangladesh defeat Thailand with a big margin of 178 runs in the qualifying match of ICC Women ODI World Cup Cricket. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and